It's a ttrpg, but hey, we are live. Yeah, it's a powered by the apocalypse ttrpg.
No. Oh no. Oh, I want it.
Hold on. Hey everybody, we're getting ready to play Dragonbane, but I'm about to drop the cover of public access. So I'm sorry, Free League, that we're talking about a different game if you're actually watching us, because Free League may or may not at this point know about the show. There's other talks going on, but I'm not going to talk about that yet.
If you are watching the show, guys, what's up? Haven't seen you in like 4 months.
Yeah.
Been a minute.
Thank you for the constant access to your wonderful games.
Yeah. They're fantastic.
They are fantastic. Here, I'm going to drop this in our Discord. This is what the cover of public access looks like. For reference.
Creepy, but nice.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's everything. Like if this had existed, this is what Weird Web would have been. This is what I intended Weird Web to be, and now Weird Web is a kitchen sink of mythology. So
amazing, you mean?
Oh, Michael, you've missed what may be the coolest episodes of Weird Web we've ever done.
Rubbing it all in.
Karen accidentally swapped places with herself in the past 30 episodes back, and then created time paradoxes
to pre-Karen growth, by the way. So like bad power hungry Karen came to the future and found out her wife was still alive and then changed time.
We were having people play their characters in the past plus play their characters currently, which was after Oberon had actually essentially pulled a supernatural and changed what everyone's lives were.
Oh my god.
Karen was Kay Woods.
Yeah.
From Legally Blonde. Just basically Kay Woods.
That's
the gothic bitchy character became the preppy.
But yeah, so we were playing both timelines at once, which was causing like time rips, which culminated in current timeline Karen, who was in the past. With Merle's help, she had to swap places with her past self. And to do that, she had to look into every possible future, good and bad, and only take the one that was out of place and swap it. So she had to see every future where Rosemary was with her still, every future where Rosemary was dead, and not prevent those or steal the spot of the good ones.
That's pretty fucked up, Bobby.
It was fucked up. I was literally in tears in real life.
Which means season 4 ended at the same moment 3 episodes back in season 4 ended, because the entire last part was essentially erased because of time travel, except Karen, and Karen doesn't know it, but Wednesday remember everything. Ezra kind of remembers and nobody else does.
I'm glad I don't, man. I'm glad Nora doesn't, because
Wow.
Merle had to give his power to Karen so the White Council would keep going, and the portion of his power he gave her was all of his ambition. Merle currently has all the powers of like 6 gods, but now has no ambition to do anything.
Oh man.
Merle has gifted kid burnout.
Oh, he's fully gifted kid burnout now. Like, it was literally all this is happening, and Merle's just like, yeah, I mean, I guess we can do that. As soon as someone mentions anything, I was like, okay, where's that? Like, I don't care. It's cool. I made Ashton very angry by doing that.
Oh, I can imagine.
Because they got Merle a living body again. Yeah, we're just supernatural. Nobody stays dead. Yep. Everything's in flux.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, also, well, we already spoiled, but we caught him, and then
They
Did
caught
not catch
him, but one of the small effects from the time travel, they undid almost everything
I
except
hope anybody watching's up to
They
date.
moved 5 feet. Took
yeah,
5 more
except
extra
I
fucking
pulled
steps.
that 70s show, and this future is 5 feet to the right
No.
of everything else. So when him came back, because for reasons I won't spoil, him got taken in the past too, came back, the containment that was holding him is 5 feet to the left of him. So him appeared in no
no.
containment and is now free again.
Oh no.
And like Zeus knows Wednesday was going to kill him because Wednesday killed Zeus like 2 seasons ago. But because of the time loop now knew, and like Wednesday's all scarred by lightning and is the main antagonist for season 5.
Oh my god.
For more of this, go listen to our podcast.
Yeah, go listen to
96
2000
episodes.
Tales. I know we're like 10 minutes or it's 7 minutes.
Wow.
But
They're all wonderful, and the
I
music makes
just
it worse.
finished editing the finale yesterday because I try to wait to edit that last one. TikToks of scenes from the finale have made Nikki cry again.
Yep. I literally like, thanks, I'm crying.
Like if you want the quickest recap of the most emotional part on our TikTok, also plug our last 3 TikToks are 3 parts of why you don't time travel in ttrpgs. And
You
it's
didn't do it on purpose.
it's Karen basically being given the rules of like, we have to get help, but you can't tell people why or tell them directly because you'll create a paradox and we all die. Then Karen finding out that she already has changed the timeline and it has resulted in Rosemary being dead and their cottage being burned to the ground.
Her
and
finding
then-
out that Rosemary's alive when she scried, instead of seeing Rosemary, she saw a grave.
A gravestone. Because it was past you. And we know if past you went into the past, it would have changed the timeline. So you, knowing this without it being undone, that timeline's already out of whack.
Yeah, he's got you there.
And then the third
2
one.
years ago, Karen didn't care. She just wanted to know that her wife was alive. She's like, my wife's alive. What? Scry. instantly.
Oh, it's so much. But the third one is the her with Merle having to look at every timeline and picking just the right one, knowing there will be ones, which I love because there's that moment, Nikki, where you're just like, there's one I want more, isn't there? And I'm just like, there always is.
And I had to roll a cool check, and I failed and had to use my last luck point to succeed.
She
Thankfully-
luckily had an advance to buy another luck. She was at 0 luck at the end of the season.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen somebody become well, no, I've seen someone become doomed once.
They actually started our
reset
luck over. I used like 4 in the first.
When
3
Oberon reset
episodes.
all their lives, I reset their luck. Because when he reset all their lives, I literally went, we are getting brand new playbooks from 0. These are what you think your characters are. And then when you get advances, you can take things your other characters had as you start remembering your old life.
Oh man, what a cool game.
It's fucking wild at this point.
It's
In
fucking
season
wild,
5, we're
man.
gonna need to have you back because you're Arthur. You're Uther.
I'm back, baby.
We already know the timeline's slightly wrong because like everything's 5 feet to the right. Wednesday has the scars, so like Uther might still be under Oberon.
I feel like Karen for the first couple of days is gonna run into some walls in the White Council just because she thinks a door is here. And it's like, the fuck?
All right.
What
One
is-
last thing before we go into Dragonbane, because we can. You're like, oh, there's something to talk about. We can talk about 2000 Tales for a whole episode pretty easily. But the only other thing, which is a spoiler, because they thought Rosemary was gone. And it turns out because not all of Merle was there when the big finale happened, they just kind of got scattered. Oberon has Rosemary in their old mansion, the Hollywood Mansion, is living in their old mansion with the Hollywood Mansion, while him was in a golem body of Karen, pretending to be Karen with the White Council. And Rosemary thinks those two are her parents.
Oh no.
Also, Karen yelled at the White Council as to why the fuck did you think it was me? She's wearing white.
And some of them were just like,
wife is her mom.
And I pointed
I
out
missed that.
the reality of bureaucracy. You started doing what they wanted, so they didn't ask questions.
Y'all terrible. Y'all need to get fired.
I mean, to be fair, one of them got turned to stone, so
They deserved it.
It doesn't really seem like they do much well to begin with.
Brutal.
all right.
No, because
but
it fucking let fake.
it's
gold.
been 10 minutes of bullshitting, and I apologize to anybody who's here for Dragonbane. But hey, everybody, we're here. We're playing Dragonbane. This is a brand new D20 game from Free League Publishing. Our friends over at Free League, they are wonderful. They've provided us with many, many products. This being one of them. It is out digitally. The physical copies are supposed to be dropping in August. We may be getting a promo copy to do some tutorial videos about, as well as maybe doing a longer game of this if we enjoy it. So before we go into it, I'm going to cover some of the basics for you guys. It's a D20 kind of class-based. You have pre-gen, so just think of it like class-based, because you start with a profession and then it becomes classless. The big differences. This is a roll under system. A 1 is what you want. A 20 is what you don't want. 1 is a dragon, which is critical success. 20 is a demon, which is a critical failure.
Ooh.
Golf rules.
Now, on top of that, you will have hit points. We will cover all of that. Everyone has will points or willpower points. That is kind of your mana. If you're a caster, it's how you do spells, but everybody uses it for their special abilities. Resting will recover it. We're going to do that in some more depth. The other big thing for you guys to realize, there's some stuff on my end that's really cool, but for you guys to realize, you're not going to be rolling against AC or anything. If you attack, you are going to roll against the weapon skill you have. If you succeed in your skill, you hit. Whoever you're attacking can choose to parry or evade as a reaction if they still have it. This is the big thing. If you use a reaction, it will burn up your action for the round. If you have already acted this round and used your action, you do not have a reaction. So you also have to worry about if you need to be defensive or offensive. You don't get to be both. And you only get one, so if multiple things attack you, you get to avoid one. There's some bigger rules like parrying, your weapons can break. We'll worry about that if it comes up. But that's the big one to keep in mind when combat comes. You get one action, and then there's like free actions. So do remember that this game is not kind. On your character sheets, you will see your weapons damage. You will need those dice. You will also see towards the top of your sheet bonus damage for melee and bonus damage for ranged. There are no ability modifiers. Instead of rolling like 2d8 plus 4, you might roll 2d8 plus 1d6. If you crit, I will give you options, but one of them is doubling your dice. You only double your weapon dice. With that, this is pretty standard, small dungeon crawl. I'll talk about other mechanics as they come up, but I figured those are the big ones to keep in mind before you cause issues. I believe Nikki.
Everybody change their name on
Thank
Zoom,
you, Nikki.
please. So I don't call you by your real name.
I was going to say, we are about to do character introductions. My only regret is nobody took the Mallard character, because Dragonbane does have a race called Mallards, and they're duck people.
Oh, yeah.
And their racial ability is essentially Donald Duck getting pissed off. It is both the funniest and coolest thing.
I'm honestly glad nobody did, because I think that'd make my headache worse.
Well, especially that one, because that's like a Duck Knight. The cover, like the front page of the core rulebook, is a duck as an assassin, and it full on gives medieval Darkwing Duck vibes in the best ways.
If the duck had been an assassin, I would have taken the duck.
Hold on. Here, Moss, just so you're aware, because I saw your face. There is the image of the duck assassin.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is medieval Darkwing Duck.
It's medieval Darkwing Duck. All right. You'll have
Let's
skills.
get dangerous.
You have skills. I might call for skill rolls. I might call for attribute rolls. If you get a boon, it's essentially advantage. Only we roll under. So you roll multiple dice, take the lowest. Bane, multiple dice, take the highest. Boon and Bane cancel out, but you can have more than one rank of each. Now, with that, all of you have already come together. You're already an existing group. This is a pre-made one-shot. Nothing too crazy. You've already come together to the Misty Vale in search of glory and riches. You've heard rumors of an ancient and very valuable crown inside a location known as Ritter Mound. You've walked here for several days. You had a map to this location. You've already faced some hardship, but for the ease of play as well as plot convenience, you all start with no damage or no abilities lost. We're starting fresh. But you find yourselves at a burial mound. Before we discuss what's at the mound, we can introduce each of our characters. We will start, I'm just going to go clockwise, so we will start with Mary.
Yeah, so, Orla Moonsilver is is an elf that is quite handy with a bow. She is very much a bubbly, happy character with almost a little bit of sadness in her eyes, as though she's seen things, but she's here to explore the world and hopefully make it a little bit better of a place. She's very watchful over her crew, I guess, and is just always there to point out which flower is the most beautiful, or whether there's a pretty animal in the cloud pictures up in the sky. She's probably looking over to see if there's anything interesting about this area as we approach.
I have one very important question for Orla. Does she already have a magic necklace, or is that just something that's bound to happen?
Probably not yet.
All right, continuing, we have Michael's character.
Okay, I am playing Bastion Bloodjaw. I'm a wolf man, wolfkin, big tough fighter man, who I've grown tired of my tribe's incessant squabbling, and have decided to seek fortune and favor and adventuring and pillaging and eating lots of food and meats and drinking things and fighting things and eating more things. That's me.
I'm a simple boy, but a good boy.
Wait. Did anybody just see a squirrel, chipmunk, or other small nimble rodent?
No.
Yeah, one ran around up that tree.
Incredible. What was I saying?
Moss, who are you playing?
I'm saying Archmaster Aeon. He's an old guy. His age is just old. As old as you want to picture. That's him. As old as you can picture for a human. And he really likes fire.
Those are great qualities to have.
His name means
Old
fire.
Yeah.
And fire.
Usually when you meet somebody who's old and really likes fire, that's somebody you want to hang out with.
They survived somehow this long. You don't want to know how.
Also, Moss, I believe your sheet just says to look to the rules for your spells, correct?
I think so.
All right. There's the spells. So you have them.
Cool.
And then finally, Nikki.
I am playing a very young little halfling named Chrisanna the Bold. Chrisanna the Bold. And she she has sticky fingers and has stolen from each of you at least once. She's given it back most of the time. She has a tendency to not trust people, but looks very innocent and just smiles at the guards when they think that it's her. She's like, well, I would never. But she can evade them pretty quickly either way, so.
All right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's good at bluffing. Cool. I was looking for where's the skill to lie? I'm going to need it.
Quickly
She just
check
bats
how
her eyes
long
and
it-
it's like, would I do something? I am but a child.
That's perfect. We've got a kid. We've got a dog.
She's technically just young.
We got an old man that likes fire. And like one
Young woman who
competent
likes to steal
person.
things.
Oh yeah, it's a typical Mary game.
Yeah.
right. So, you have made your way to the burial mound. A hill crowned by tall standing stones rises in a glade in the middle of the forest. The place is strangely quiet. However, you notice a faint but ominous odor.
I'm good at smells.
You have two main things. If you want to look at the smells and stuff like that, there's also some footprints you can see in the grass of the hill. You can make a bushcraft check. If anyone would like to examine the stone slab in the middle of the hill, you can also do that.
I'd like to. I have spot hidden. Their investigation.
Okay. No, spot hidden could be helpful.
I'll do a spot hidden then.
Okay.
So D20 and roll under.
Yep, D20 roll under. Our wolf boy, do you have bushcraft?
Bushcraft.
As a skill.
No.
Okay. Does our elf have bushcraft? You are muted, Mary.
I'm not, but checking it real quick.
Yeah, no problem.
Bushcraft. Yes, I do have bushcraft.
Do you want to investigate the footprints?
Sure. Oh, is bushcraft like survival?
I think so.
Yeah, it's an int skill. It's up at the top. D20, right?
Yes. Roll
Okay.
under. What did you get for spot hidden?
I got a 6 and I had to beat a 12. So
Okay.
I succeed.
You succeed.
Oh. I got a demon.
Oh.
Oh.
All right.
I like flowers, guys. There's a lot of pretty flowers. That's all I can tell you.
Okay, so the thing about the bushcraft is you'd be identifying and realizing there's small piles of certain droppings and excrement. You instead step in some of it, slip, and just fall in it.
Rosanna begins to giggle.
Spot hidden, you will see the pile of shit right before she steps in it.
She wasn't going to say anything anyway.
Okay.
I found the smell.
I think
it's
after
me. I'm the smell. It's me.
After she falls, she's like, oh, whoops. This is kind of weird. Just kind of dusts herself off.
Yep.
Is that really all I find with spot hidden?
Yep.
Incredible.
You find, I will say, you find what appears to be some remnants of camping at the mound, but it's gone now, like some stake holes and stuff.
It looks like somebody is camping here for some reason.
Huh.
Small tents.
Super tiny tents, like my size tents?
Yeah, roughly. I think they're about the same size as you.
They look like they're my size. So, halfling.
Someone was camping in the shit.
Near the shit. They could have caused the shit, honestly.
I think that was the toilet.
Yeah. It was the shit bush.
You found a shit bush. Congratulations. That's really good work.
Well, now if anybody needs to go, they know where to go.
In the shit bush.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly marked now.
Mm-hmm.
Well done.
Just puts a sign down. Shit bush.
You did a really good job.
Thank you.
Do you have any food?
I gave you the last of my rations last time.
Got it. I do remember that now.
That's
Do you have any more?
No.
Okay.
She's lying, but
That's fine.
It's like, I need food.
So
right.
Does anyone want to check out the stone slab? There's like a ring of small stones. There's a main slab in the center. All right. So
I'll check it out.
If our wizard checks it out, it's roughly hewn stone, square, about 2 by 2 meters. So about 6 foot by 6 foot.
Oh, there's also awareness.
There is. It literally only calls for bushcraft.
My brain
Awareness
was like,
would also
is
help.
spot hidden the investigation, but awareness.
Yeah. Spot hidden is mostly for traps.
Mm.
It's things that have been actively hidden. All right. But about 6 foot by 6 foot, 2 meter by 2 meter. It's embedded in the earth at the top of the hill. It has been slightly moved from its original position, and a small gap on one side reveals some form of cavity underneath it. The stone slab is heavy, but it doesn't require a check to just kind of shove it aside if you really put effort into it.
There's a hole in the hill.
I'm going to pull out something sneakily from my bag and open it.
Okay.
It's a map, a treasure map. Does the X mark the spot here?
Yes.
Just in case.
Yes.
We should go in the hole. Puts the thing right back in the package. We should go in the hole. We should go in the hole right now.
Do you
It'll be
have a
fun.
habit of going in every hole you see?
Yes.
I like holes.
Now, I will also say, your character sheets, do each of you in your inventory have a memento?
Yes.
My memento
Okay.
is the treasure map that I found.
Okay.
That's why I secretly was like,
once per session, just so you know, you can use your memento to recover a condition during a 15-minute break, which is called a stretch. There's a good chance you will do that. Normally, if you fail a check, you can push the roll, which means you can re-roll, but you take a condition based on whatever attribute the skill is based on, or if it's an attribute check. However, If you roll a demon, you cannot push the roll.
Demon is a 20, correct?
Yes. 20 bad, 1 good. All right. Now,
Chrisanna is literally like, let's go.
All right. So the hole is an underground shaft, opens beneath the stone slab. No bottom to it can be seen. A musty smell of stale air and dried up corpses rises from its depths.
I think this was the toilet.
Chrisanna sniffs and is like, smells like money. We should go.
Okay, just be careful, guys, and we should be okay. But just it's really dark down there, and just be careful that you don't slip or anything.
I think it's just a hole.
Now,
there's no grip aid.
There aren't really many grips. If you have any equipment that will,
I have rope.
God damn it, Moss. If you have equipment that can help you, it will give you a boon to the roll.
I have rope and I have a torch to help with light.
All right. So if you can if you can anchor the rope on something, does it tell you how long of a rope you have?
Nope.
Okay, cool. It's just narratively appropriate rope.
Hey,
I love that actually.
Bastin, can you tie this rope on this gigantic rock?
Yeah. Would that, I mean, I think maybe would that require some kind of roll of some kind if this was a role-playing game?
Just tying a simple knot. I'm not going to make you make a check for that. But if you know how to tie a knot, you know how to tie a knot.
Yes, I think I can do that for you.
Fantastic. Here you go. Rope.
Thank you. Treat.
Like if you were trying to do it in a rush while you guys are being chased and you have more of a chance to screw shit up. Yeah.
She bought some beef jerky.
Right. Oh, great. You got more food. Okay, great. Good.
So with the rope, we will say it's a boon to the check to get down. Getting down is an acrobatics check.
Sweet.
So boon means you get to roll twice and take the lower of the 2 results.
Chrisanna will go first. She's too excited, but also as soon as she gets down to the bottom, she'll light a torch so the others can see their way. That is a 3. My acrobatics is a 14, so I succeed.
Nice.
I got a 5. My acrobatics is also a 14.
All right.
Nice.
I got a 4. My acrobatics is a 5.
Oh,
nice.
So just like that whole like starts falling. This is the kind of slight rope burn. Like probably you gathered up your cloak to keep your hands from getting rope burned. As you
I'm too old for this shit.
Barely grip it tight enough that it descends your fall and you just like kind of fall on your ass, but you're okay.
I got a 7 out of 12.
All right. So you all get to the bottom. Climbing down takes a while. Between that and your discussions upstairs, we're going to say a stretch has occurred, which is 15 minutes. So I am going to roll.
I don't like the sound of that. This was all going so well.
The location determines what die I roll. Well, this is annoying. 1 second.
I have a very important announcement. I was given a payday, and now I'm happy.
Yes.
All right. So you are now into antechamber 3.
Love nougat.
Nougat.
Okay. Apparently they don't determine random events can happen until you've left this room. So, hey, you're in luck.
Cool.
Guys, did you hear that? It sounded like random events passing us by.
What? I just heard coins. What?
My ears are really good.
Oh, okay.
I think I just farted.
Yes, I can confirm you did, definitely.
How is this smell worse than the dead bodies?
Okay.
What do you eat?
I'm sorry, I'm old.
As you finally make it to the bottom, it's going to be pitch black down here, except for a speck of dot. You went down a 5-meter long shaft.
I lit a torch.
Great. That's going to be super useful. I also want to quickly check something on that for you.
I'm going to give it to somebody else to hold, but I have a torch.
I hold it.
All right.
The pyromaniac can hold it.
I do know torches. Page 18. Okay, so a torch is going to light up 10 meters for you, which is going to be a lot of light. It requires an action to light it, or if you have the magic trick, ignite. But if you have flint and tinder, you're fine.
I have all of those.
If you don't have either, it'd be a bushcraft check. Again, don't need to worry about that. Here's the big thing. The torch can burn for up to a shift, which is 6 hours. But they're unreliable after each stretch, so every 15 minutes, or whenever I want to heighten the drama, or there's certain actions, like if you use the torch as a weapon, I roll a d6. If it comes up a 1, your torch goes out. So be prepared.
Question, does that mean it's spent, or does that mean we have to relight it?
It says it goes out, so I think you're good as long as you still have flint and tinder. You're not in stress, because also if something's like been following you and waiting for the dark, that might ambush when the lights go out. But it takes up an action if you have flint and tinder, because you could lose gear. Like bad things can happen. Or if you have the magic trick, which one of you does, but while magic tricks are essentially your cantrips, just so you know, they don't require a skill to roll, but they do still use 1 willpower, which is essentially your mana. So they're not completely free.
Okay, cool. I just didn't know how grimdark it was, so yeah. I wanted to double check.
Honestly, it's pretty on par with like a slightly gritty D&D game.
It's better. It looks better than Symbaroum.
Yeah,
but like
it's not Symbaroum dark.
D&D.
To be fair, also I believe Free League made Symbaroum. Like if they want Symbaroum, they just have you play that.
Yeah, I'm like I couldn't remember where it was on the spectrum. So that's why
no, it's not as dark as Symbarum's dark. I'll put it to you this way: a playable race is Darkwing Duck.
Yeah, like you never know. Maybe like
all right, but with the light glowing out, a dome-shaped chamber with a floor of beaten earth. In the darkness far above, the opening to the surface looks like a faintly glowing square. On the north wall is a set of double oak doors with iron fittings. A silvery symbol stretches across both doors, which are flanked by statues of knights in antique armor. That is everything you can see. It's just a large circular room, big double doors, a knight on each side of the door.
I'm gonna pull out my spear.
That
is just
good.
my long spear. I'm gonna.
There are also lots of footprints and drag marks that can be seen in the dirt floor.
Heading to the door?
All right.
No, I'm asking if they're heading to the door.
Oh.
The footprints.
They are. Following the trail of footprints to the door, once you're looking more specifically at the door, you can see the door is slightly ajar by the time you arrive. I will also say the footprints are small, similar to your size.
Can I roll an awareness to try and figure out, like, because I'm worried about the suits of armor, I'm not gonna lie. Like, just...
Yeah. There is also an awareness check needed either way, so...
Okay.
I also roll?
Yes. I forgot that that's what a group of them are called, and that is awesome.
A group of awareness
so
checks?
is it meet to beat or like
meet to beat? Yes.
Okay. Then I have a 12 in the skill and I rolled a 12.
All right.
I got very distracted about what kind of people can leave the same size of footprints as me.
All right.
And got a 17.
So there's also, none of you have moved from where you are, luckily. The torch was then lit once you landed, kind of lit up. You've been looking around. Orla, as you look, you hear some faint squeaking and fluttering. When you look up and realize a large portion of the ceiling, a cauldron of vampire bats hangs in clusters on the chamber ceiling. They're currently asleep still.
Is a cauldron like a murder?
Uh-huh. A group of bats is called a cauldron. I forgot that and it is fucking awesome.
That's fresh as fuck.
I'm gonna talk very quietly. Okay, so there's a group of animals above us that are taking a nap. So we need to be very quiet as we go through here.
What's that?
So
Just be
here's the
quiet.
thing.
I'm sorry, I'm old. I can't hear you.
Now, if you were also looking around, because you wouldn't necessarily know, and since you, Nikki, asked about the skill earlier, I have a feeling you're kind of using it. There is also a spot hidden check here. Okay.
That's a demon. I got very distracted by the bats.
Oh no. There would be sneak checks. However, looking around, some of this dirt's already been moved and everything. Christiana moves and you think you see something in the dirt, but at the same time, someone else kind of shifts their weight and it kicks up some dirt into your face and you sneeze. We don't need to worry about those stealth checks.
Choose strikes.
Because literally one of the demon outcomes that I can pick is you make a loud noise.
Did you say a choose strikes?
So,
oh god, the dirt in my face. Sorry guys.
I will say we are going to go slightly off book of the rules. Initiative in this game, it uses a deck of cards, but it is just 1 through 10, one suit. I don't have a pre-prep deck of cards. Also, decks of cards are kind of a pain. We can if you want. If you want to separate out 1 through 10 of all one suit, you can draw initiative for people. Nikki, that'll be our initiative deck. I was just going to use a dice, and if it came up a number somebody already had, it'd re-roll. But that'll work better.
It's like I played Necrobiotic recently or something.
This card sorting brought to you by
Free League Publishing. Their games are cool.
Okay. I think that is all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep.
All right. Shuffle up those 10 cards.
Yep.
Keep them separate. What is the first card?
6 of hearts.
All right. What's the second card?
10 of hearts.
I would hope they're all of hearts. What is the third card?
5.
Fourth
of
card?
spades.
Yes, of spades. 9.
All right. And fifth card?
7.
All right. Moss, you got a 5. You now have an option. You can act immediately, which actually you are the wizard and like fireballs are a thing. Or how holding works is instead you choose to trade your card with someone else. And once you've traded, no one can trade with you. So do you want to act first, or do you want to trade cards with someone else? You cannot trade. Oh, actually, you can trade with monsters. Monsters always have to accept trades, but will not trade with anyone else.
I have a spell that specifically says against a swarm of vampire bats. So
You do.
I'm gonna cast Gust of Wind.
All right. What skill does that use? So, Gust of Wind is elementalism.
Okay.
So you should have that as a skill.
Yes.
All right. It's rank 1, so it's going to cost you 2 willpower.
Gotcha.
It costs double the rank in willpower. And then you have to roll against elementalism to see if you successfully cast the spell.
Yeah, I didn't. I got a 16 out of 14.
Do you want to push the roll? So, if you push the roll, you get to re-roll. However, elementalism is intelligence, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So if you push the roll, you'll get to re-roll. However, you will gain the condition angry, which will give you a bane on intelligence checks until the condition is removed, which is removed by resting.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm already angry, so I want to push.
All right, re-roll. You just need a 14 or lower, so you have very good odds.
13.
You do it.
Okay, and it says all untethered objects and creatures up to human size in the area of effect are pushed 2d4 meters away from you
against
and suffer the same amount.
It's 2d6.
2d6. Okay.
Oh, and you could raise the power level if you wanted to put more power into it.
Can I still do that?
Yes.
What does that mean? I would use more willpower?
Yes.
Or,
so it's currently at power level 1. And then 2 would cost 4 points. 3 would cost 6 points. It's only 1, 2, or 3 for power level.
Okay, I'll do 3. Or does that mean I need 66?
So no, it increases the number of dice by 1. So power level 3 would cost 6 willpower and be 4d6 because it's 2 plus 1 plus 1.
Cool. I'll do that. That's 6 willpower.
All right. You might one-shot them.
9.
You do not one-shot them. But you do very much hurt the swarm. All right. Moss has gone. Turn order 6 is the bats.
Oh no.
But the bats are mindless animals. This is where one of my favorite things Free League's trying to do. Same rules as the Alien RPG. Monsters have attack tables that I roll on to see what action they do on their turn. Oh, shoot. Nikki, draw one more card. 2. Okay. Well, I'll fix that because this is where it'll also come up. The swarm of bats has a ferocity of 2, which actually means to get 2 actions, and they should have gone before you. But I forgot about that rule, so I'll just have them go back to back.
They were just waking up because of the sneeze at that round, so that first round was them waking up.
Split up, attack
sleepy
all.
little bats.
So they've already
Alright.
taken their action. It was to wake up.
The sneeze was our surprise round.
Yeah.
Amazing. I want to double check something because I don't want to screw you guys over, but I believe this is how the rules work. Velocity, movement.
You Googling the aggressiveness of vampire bats?
They're sweet babies.
They are just sweet, sweet little beebs.
That's right. So this is where things get mean. In Dragonbane, unless specified in the stat block, monsters do not roll to hit. They just hit. Round 1, mass attack. The remaining attacks are going to split up, attacking all characters. Now, Moss, you have gone. You cannot use a reaction. You used your turn. Anyone else can try to evade the damage. However, if you do that, you will use your reaction, which uses your turn. So does anyone want to dodge?
Oh.
All right.
I will stand with my mouth open. Bats.
So, Christiana takes 8 damage.
Ow. Minus my armor, right?
Minus your armor.
Which is 1.
Udhan, Moss, you take 4 damage.
I regret my decision.
Bastion, you take 1 damage.
Ooh.
Orla, you take 2 damage.
Bad.
They then have their second turn, which is collective attacks. What is everyone's constitution?
15.
15.
17.
17, 11.
13.
Christiana?
13.
All right, 17 is the highest. Collective attack. The bats launch a joint assault against the player character with the highest constitution.
Bring it on.
I rolled snake eyes, so you take 2 slashing damage.
Minus my armor.
Minus your armor.
Okay, so I take 0 damage.
However, you also suffer a fear attack.
Oh.
I want to double check. Fear attacks must be triggered. What is your will score?
13.
Roll a d20.
You
Hope it's a 13 or lower.
Oh, you got it. You got it. It's a 1.
That's actually very good.
Normally, I don't like that. I don't like when the clickety clackities go to 1.
Yeah. Roll low.
What's that called in this game? That's a dragon.
It's called a dragon.
A dragon. That's dope.
So you not only are not afraid, but you get to do something impressive.
Impressive?
Mm-hmm.
Can I?
I mean, I'll give you all the options, but it's impress everyone around you, achieve more than intended. It's perform faster than usual. So impress everyone around you.
I would like to impress everyone around me.
Unless I will say you can either do something very impressive, or you do technically are afraid, but you do a freak out, and I will let you deal just your bonus melee damage as you like start biting at bats.
Now this is an excellent. Well, okay, so I have an idea of something that's impressive though, because I want to take my spear and I want to skewer it through like a bunch of bats,
okay,
like in one shot,
yeah.
And then I just want to like start mowing down on it.
Rather than it being a full attack with like your weapon damage and everything, just whatever your melee bonus, which I believe is a d6.
Okay. Melee bonus d6. Oh, that's a 6. Shit.
All right, there are still some bats, but a lot.
I'm mowing down on those bats like it's a fucking kebab, baby.
All right, next up is actually you, Bastion.
Oh, that wasn't my action?
No.
Oh,
I
that's
gave you
cool.
something free because you had to make a save and you crit.
Oh, that's really cool. Here's the problem. My weakness is that I take every chance I get to eat something tasty. And so I think it's in the best interest of my character if I spend my action eating these bats off of my spear.
Amazing.
I'm sorry.
No. That's some great stuff. If your turn doesn't come around and they attack you again, if you dodge or parry, I will give you a boon on that roll for sacrificing your action.
Cool, that's nice. That's fun. That's like inspiration.
Yeah. So next up is Mary. By the way, Nikki, on those 10 cards, you got a 10. Mary got a 9. So,
okay.
Orla, what would you like to do? There are only a few bats fluttering around now.
I want to try to use my twin shot. So I get 2 arrows on my bow and I shoot them, and basically I roll with a bane, but I get to shoot 2 arrows instead of 1.
Nice. Oh, wait, they actually have slightly more health because they have resistance to physical damage. So that 6 you dealt was 3.
So that is a success. I just met the. Oh wait, no. Yeah, I got a 13.
Yeah, you take the higher of the 2 die because it's a bane.
Yeah, the other one was a 6. So,
okay.
So I got a. I thought for a second I had a 12, and I'm like, nope.
Nope.
But yeah, I got a success. So that means I have a D12 in my longbow.
And then you have a ranged bonus damage.
Yeah, and I have a D6 bonus damage.
So roll a D12 plus a D6.
All right. Oh God, the D6 damage is terrible. The D12 isn't terrible. All right, that's an 8 total.
Okay.
Now it says.
Then you make a
roll
second
this
attack.
Once to hit, and then damage is rolled separately. Second
roll.
roll.
So you roll once to hit, and then those count for both, and then you just deal damage 2 separate times.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So 8 gets reduced down to 4.
And that's another 8.
Amazing. So 2 arrows split off as these bats flying around skewer, and the 2 arrows hit different points in the cavern, each with 3 bats skewered along them. The remaining bats are gone.
Hey, look, dessert. That's done.
Yes. Hey, Orla. Are you gonna eat your bats?
No, you can have them. That's why I did it.
Oh my! You're the best. I was not expecting a buffet down here. This place has everything. This is great.
She just bow dashed some bat kebabs, so.
This cave has everything.
I'm satisfied.
Might be nice though. I kind of want to take a nap.
You want to take a nap? I'm gonna eat all of these bats. Probably
Just got started. Christina says she's half dead.
I was gonna say, yeah. I mean, taking like 15 minutes might not be bad.
Are all the bats dead?
So yes, they are all dead. So I will tell you there's a few things for rest.
Really quick before we do that, Christina has her knives in hand and she was ready, and then all the bats are dead. She's like, oh, come on.
Now,
I wanted to kill one.
Bastard just pats her on the head.
There are 3 types of rests. You can rest for a round, which basically means instead of taking your action for the round, and you'll regain 1d6 will points, no health. If you rest for a stretch, which is 15 minutes, you're going to heal for 1d6 HP or 2d6 HP if someone's tending to you, but then they don't get to heal. So like someone can kind of give you their d6.
I vote a stretch.
I
With
get
someone
special
helping,
things if we
please.
do a stretch.
During a stretch, you also recover 1d6 will. So for anybody who used it, there's also a shift rest. I suggest you leave to do that. That's 6 hours. But you guys can rest for 15 minutes.
I would like to use inner peace, please.
What does that do?
So, basically, it's like the trance, but in this, I meditate and I heal an additional D6 HP and a D6 extra willpower.
Nice. So you heal
and
3d6 health and 2d6 willpower.
Yeah.
Does that cost you any points?
Nope. I just
That
get it.
is, elves are fucking beasts.
This is why
That's
I
sick.
love elves.
They
There's
have
a reason.
Effectively, they have regen in this game. Like, it's nuts.
That's cool.
An elf
Although-
caster is scary because regaining willpower at twice the rate is scary. What was that?
This is the drawback. Oh, sorry.
Uh-huh. No,
Oh.
do your drawback, then I'm going to see what Nikki was asking.
Drawback is that I'm completely unresponsive during this. So if we get somehow ambushed or something,
You're screwed.
good fucking luck.
That's
But
cool. I like that.
I like that. That's really cool. Nikki, what were you asking?
Chrisanna has quite a few bites all over her, and she's like trying really hard to wrap her own bandages. And if anybody wants to help her, that'd be fantastic. So she can that extra 2d6 or a d6 if no one else needs it. Just saying.
I have 7 health. I can't help you. I'm sorry.
If everybody got hurt, then I don't know if everybody got hurt.
I can lick you. I can lick your wounds. I will
That's
lick.
the cleanest
It's
thing.
Friday night, everybody.
Do you have? I would have to roll for like medicine, right? Or
No.
healing?
Basically, what it is you would be tending to her, so you wouldn't get healing because you're not resting.
Oh well, I didn't take any damage, so I will
But-
definitely
Yeah.
lick your wounds.
Yeah, the combat was almost sure to happen
Figuratively, not
because
literally.
Bastion has heavier armor and was going to have a Bane on stealth and is not very good at stealth, if I remember the stats correctly.
So I will 2d6.
Figuratively, don't know what that means.
Yeah.
So I roll 2d6.
Yes.
Aeon also casts heat to
Nice.
make it pleasantly warm while we
Holy
rest.
Yeah, no, the
Thank you.
now some things to note for you guys. The medicine check is the healing roll is going to be mainly for saving someone's life. When you have 0 hit points, another person can save your life with a successful healing roll. Without bandages, they have a Bane on it, so disadvantage. Also very useful if you don't know what to do and you get very high in initiative. If you're a charismatic person, you can rally, which is a persuade check. Everyone within 10 meters and earshot, all your allies, or no, sorry, one other player character within 10 meters that can hear you, that's an earshot, keep fighting despite 0 HP. So they can be at 0 HP and someone else can just shout, "Get up," and they can keep fighting, but they are still at 0 HP and can thus keep taking hits, which is bad, but could get that final swing in. It runs very similar to 5e with death saves, by the way. If you drop, you get saves. If you get 3 successful saves, you heal 1d6. If you fail 3 times, you're dead. But it's not a flat d20 roll. Instead, you roll a con check. So the better your con is, the more likely you are to not die. All right.
So after our 15-minute rest while Orla is coming to, my character's reckless and also knows that this place has the treasure map leads here. So she's gonna try to sneak into the next room to get a glimpse of what's going on.
Real quick, you said it was 2d6 for healing?
Mm-hmm.
And
No, it's
willpower?
1d6 unless someone tended to you.
Gotcha.
That's my weakness. Is you always take big risks without thought or of the consequences.
Mm.
Her thought is on that prize, that shiny.
It was also 1d6 for willpower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
1d6 willpower. All right. So with your rest done, there's only one door to go through.
Yeah, Kasana's sneaking in before everybody else.
However, right near the end of the 15 minutes, you hear the sounds of someone running. Just like pat, 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 pat. And then there's this icy cold you all feel, followed by this and a thud against the door that was ajar. The door slowly creaks from what hit it as it slides forward, and just completely crushed onto the door as it falls to the ground is a dead goblin.
Well, that's unsettling.
I'm kind of imagining Krisanna in the Scooby-Doo freeze pose right now, or the Kronk freeze pose, where she's like about to start sneaking and then like stops and then just kind of peers around to see what the fuck just happened.
Bastion walks up
Stealthily.
Bastion walks up to the goblin and says, "Hey, who are you? Who sent you?"
I am being stealthy. Please let me roll a stealth check so I don't get killed by Bastion.
Yeah, you can roll a sneak check.
I am not being stealthy.
I know, that's fine. It's helping. It should help me, but yeah. I succeed. 8 out of 14.
So just
barking at a dead goblin.
Just beyond.
Am I awake yet?
Yes, because this is like, it'll be like
Okay.
thud, the body falls, like it's right at the end. Everybody's like, oh God, what just happened? And then you wake up completely unaware of what happened.
I'm just gonna search. What's going on?
Chaos.
Who are you? Why are you attacking my friends? What do you want with me and my friends?
You're yelling this at the goblin that's
At
dead?
the dead goblin, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just barking at a dead goblin.
I think we are in his house.
Oh.
So asking him what he's doing here is counterproductive.
You're right. Sir, I'm very terribly sorry for the intrusion.
He's dead, so.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
So, do you move forward past the door? If you want to do anything with the dead goblin, you can.
I'm going to pat him on the head and say, I'm very sorry for your loss.
I'm going to stealth in to try to see what killed it.
All right. As you slide in, you don't see the signs of anything. But to your left and right are tunnels heading down to corridors. In front of you, just beyond where the tunnels cut off, is a small circular room, which is a small room with a floor of beaten earth. The flickering light of a torch streams through a black iron portcullis on the far wall. 2 mummified guards with rusted chainmail and long spears flank the barred gate. To either side are dark, damp tunnels packed earth that branches off in different directions.
Does the gate look locked from here?
I mean, from the
looks
distance, it's an iron portcullis. It's definitely closed.
That sounds where like the treasure would be. I'm just going to stealth my way closer to that door and portcullis.
All right. Again, 2 guards completely mummified from time.
Oh yeah,
are in
Nikki
there.
is more than aware this is a terrible idea. Christiana thinks it's great because, like, look right ahead. That's where the door is.
As you get
treasure.
closer, the barred door is completely rusted. It looks like there's even where there was a keyhole, but it's just matted and clumped up gobs of rust blocking, so even a key can't fit in the keyhole.
Can I kick it?
What does that room look into? Hold on.
Can I make an awareness roll in here? Because we did just hear a giant, or I guess I would, if it was described to me, a giant thump. I would like to check that out if possible.
So if a key can't fit, I'm assuming lockpicks can't fit.
No.
Yeah, something would have killed it.
Lockpack. The mechanism inside is completely rusted and portions are fused. Now, I will say, like, an awareness or perception-y type check looking through the portcullis at a Bane, because obviously you're very limited on what you can see, might give you some info of what that room is.
I'll do that at least while Orla's doing the other room.
Yeah. Nice. I rolled an 8 for an awareness.
Right.
For just checking in this room while.
Oh, the room itself?
Yeah, I'm checking the other thing.
Can I jam one of my short spears into the door?
Into the door? I mean,
you said it's all rusted and mangled, so like maybe I can try to like break it apart if it's that old. And
there is stuff for that, so I won't even have you roll. Just do your 2d8 plus a d6.
You got it.
What did I get for the awareness?
So the awareness around here, you're going to notice the chainmail they're wearing is completely rusted. It looks like even a solid hit's going to make that crumble. They don't appear animated. There is whatever killed this thing didn't even leave footprints. You just see the goblin's footprints as fresh footprints.
I looked into the portcullis for awareness and got with a Bane a 7, which should be lower than
which should be enough to do it. All right, and how much damage did you deal as you jab at the portcullis?
I got an 11
total.
11 total, yeah.
Cool. You deal 1 point of damage to it because it has armor 10.
Ooh.
And 30 hit points.
Oh. Well.
So you chip it a little bit. You definitely did enough to damage it, but like nowhere near breaking it.
I can do better. That was a pretty low roll.
Now, from where the portcullis is looking out, Christiana, you will see a small room with an oak table in the middle and burning torches on the walls. A mummified woman in gilded chainmail is sitting on the far end of the table, kind of like you're looking, you see the table, and the other end of the table facing you is this mummified woman in gilded chainmail. An iron-fitted oak door behind the mummy bears an ancient symbol in glittering silver.
Hey guys.
Yes.
There's a very shiny piece of armor and then a very shiny door beyond this gate. We should do that.
There are tunnels on either end from here. And I will say you catch glimpses of other portcullises on the left and right side of that room. There does appear to be other entrances.
There may be other entrances, though.
I'm an old wizard. Do I know what that symbol is?
I also need, since you attack the gate, I got to roll to see if something hears you.
Guys, I'm like almost done with this gate.
All right.
This is German Shepherd energy.
As you're saying that, give me one more roll. Like if you're determined, you can attack it a second time.
Okay. I'll do that. For sure.
Just
100%.
roll your damage, 2d8 plus a d6. Which I mean could be up to 22 damage, which is like
that time it was 18.
Okay, so that knocks another off. It's down to 21 health. And it reverberates. That's a good solid hit. And then you start hearing and coming through the door that had the symbol on. Not opening the door, phasing through the door is this armored wight.
That guy's not shiny, he's see-through.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to send you guys an image of it.
His armor's shiny, though. I don't think I can have it.
Oh.
2. It's going to just, as it flies up and goes right to the other end of the portcullis and does a dreadful gaze at Bastion. The unlucky player character stares directly into the wight's horrible eyes as a wheezing sound is heard from the creature's throat. You immediately become scared, suffer a fear attack, and gain a bane on your will roll for the fear attack.
Oh no.
So I need you to roll versus will on with the bane. Yeah. And scared means you have a condition on will, which means the condition's going to give you a bane and it gives you a bane. So you roll 3 dice and take the highest one.
Great. Well, I just got a 19.
Okay. I mean, we don't need other rolls. I'm pretty sure that one's low enough.
It was a 2 and a 19. So.
And roll one more.
Oh, and one more.
Double bane. So you roll 3 dice.
Oh, right. Because we could always get the demon.
You can always get the demon.
Nope, that was an 8.
So you are pushed as in fear. You now have the scared condition, so you're going to have bane on all wisdom rolls till that goes away.
It's fine.
Oh, I should also note for that. I want to double check the resting because, Moss, you may have healed your angry condition. Oh, and heal a condition. So, Moss, your character is no longer angry from that 15-minute rest. But, yeah, Bastion's going to run out the door back into the antechamber. And you now are scared as the condition.
So does that mean I can not participate in the combat?
After it does this one attack, it will leave.
Oh. Shit.
It's the likelihood
add a
character.
Bad. It's going to start screwing with you.
Oh no.
So you're saying backstabbing it right now would be a bad idea?
You're not behind it. It's on the other side of the portcullis.
I don't have to be behind it. I just be able to do melee attack. It's just called backstabbing.
I will say. Also, technically, anyone can sneak attack. So I wasn't sure if that's what you were referring to. But if you have an ability to backstab.
The Chrysana the Bold has backstabbing. You can activate this ability when making a melee attack against an enemy that is also within 2 meters of another player. Your attack then counts as a sneak attack, which means it cannot be dodged or parried. You get a boon to the roll, and the number of dice rolled for the damage is increased by 1.
Wow.
This ability can only be used with a subtle weapon, which all my weapons are subtle. Activating this ability does not count as an action.
I will note some things to you. It roared up, stopped, and stared at him, which made Bastion run away. It has not drawn a weapon, and it has not phased through the portcullis. You can, however, do so at your own peril.
Nikki really wants to play the duck.
She's reckless. It just scared her friend. Okay, look, I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna roll a intelligence. So I did not succeed that intelligence roll.
Incredible.
Incredible.
All right. There is something very, very bad about this too, which is going to be real fun.
I am sorry for nothing. I'm gonna do backstab.
All right.
For 3 willpower. So I get to attack with a boon, which is good because I got a demon on the one, but I got 11 on the other, which is better than my 14 with knives.
All right.
And I get to roll.
Let me write down his 38 hit points.
2d8 and a d6. And he cannot dodge or parry it.
Yep.
All right. That's going to be... Mary got sick of my shit.
It's fine. We're about to be on break.
14 damage.
All right. So 14 minus 8 armor is 6.
I still did 6 damage.
Now, there's nothing else that I can do at this
you
point.
You will have to come back as like an action on your initiative, is what we'll say.
Okay.
So before we go to break, Nikki, shuffle those 10 cards.
I already shuffled them.
Draw a card.
9.
All right. Draw another card.
5.
All right. So it's going to act on 9 and 5. Draw a card.
10.
Nikki acts on 10.
Why do I keep getting 10?
I don't know. I wrote the names ahead of time. Draw a card.
8.
Moss acts on 8. Draw a card.
6.
Michael acts on 6. Draw a card.
2.
Mary will get to act before the white's first turn. And only Mary. But before this happens, by instigating the white, we're going to go on break. We'll be back in about 10 minutes.
Sorry, not sorry.
Really good cliffhanger. Do we just want to do Disney trivia? Because this ain't happening.
How dare you? No, I want to play the game. I want to play the game.
We are here. We got this. Let's go.
You're a time-traveling corpse?
Apparently.
That is awesome.
Now this one wasn't me.
It's not our fault.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
He is so excited and is bouncing so much. Like, there's so much excited bouncing.
Obviously, everyone's into anarchy.
Yeah, you cannot be. He's so cool.
My world is crumbling around me.
Nice to meet you and explode with you.
I suppose that is nice, yes.
Like that
Fuck you.
I knew we weren't going to get off scot-free from murdering someone.
Yeah.
tear my seams apart for you. You sell me every little lie is true. Oh yeah. But I listen to the heartbeat on the floor. I feel loud every breath just like before. You can't take it anymore. Where you gonna go tonight? Why don't you wanna wait it out? I don't know what you're running for. All you wanna do is fight. Why don't you wanna make it right? You don't know what you're running for. I miss when we were teenage girls in our tomboy t-shirts. When life was good and the worn out sneakers. When we were fine by the complications. Those were the days in our tomboy t-shirts.
The Information Superhighway. Newcom, nice of you to join us.
When average teenager Arthur Padrone finds out he's the reincarnation of King Arthur of Camelot, he, Merlin, and Lancelot go on a road trip to find the other Knights of the Round Table before danger catches up to them in this comedy fiction podcast. Listen to Friday Night Fights wherever you get your podcasts.
This is as long as we go. I know you will be alright. But somehow wherever you are, you're still in the crossfire. Still in the crossfire. Still in the crossfire.
We went over time because we don't have the timer set up correctly. Should fix it. I think we're going to be black screen for a few seconds as far as they're seeing, but hopefully not too long. All right, we are back. All set. Yep, we're flipping over now. Yay. We are back, and someone decided to attack the plate armor covered ghost.
Who would do that? That's
Surprise,
crazy.
surprise. Ghosts take half damage from your weapons, and then it has plate armor, but we're going to do armor beforehand because the armor and durability rule, it doesn't say which way, and I'm going to give you the edge because you're fucked either way. Did you just do this?
No, I just moved my hair.
Fixing your hair. I looked over, I saw hands going, and I'm like, really right now? After you cause all this? So, we're very happy that Mary's back also because you got the lowest initiative card with a 2.
Okay.
What would
I'm
you
running.
like to do? Okay.
I'm getting the fuck out of this place.
Good. Running out into the antechamber?
Yeah, and then
Okay.
trying to shimmy up that rope with my action.
All right. Yeah, what's your speed? Or movement? I don't remember what they call
14.
it. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can give me an acrobatics check to just start climbing that rope.
I would like to note this is a character that has been through a lot of trauma. This would be like, nope, not doing this. No, that's a fail. So I think I'm just a little worried.
All right. It's
not
not
a crit, but...
It's not a demon though, right?
No.
All right,
I rolled a 16.
Out in
Acrobatics
the
14.
antechamber. Next up is the White's first turn. So let's see what it decides to do. I love these tables of monster actions that they've had since Alien RPG. Basically giving monster stats a rudimentary AI. So nice. Sweeping attack. All right, everyone within 2 meters, which is about 6 feet. Where was the wizard at this time?
Always in the back of the group, so hasn't even made it into the room.
Okay. So the only one who's going to be hit will be our halfling Chrisana, because Bastion had fled due to the fear effect. Which means Chrisana is going... weapon damage. All right.
I would like to evade, please.
You can evade or parry if you want. All right. So you would like to evade.
Yes.
All right.
And if I activate hard to catch, I get a boon when dodging an attack.
Nice.
So I'm going to do that. So I get 2d20.
When you dodge, you roll your evade skill. Roll twice, take the lower roll.
10. Which is a success.
Okay, success. All right, then you avoid the damage. Next up, Michael. Bastion sees Unara, I think. Mary, you lost your character name.
Orla. Sorry.
Orla, that's right. Orla. You see Orla running out and immediately getting ready to climb up the rope. That thing, you still have the scared condition.
Yes. I'm definitely afraid. But there is one thing that I really want to do.
Okay.
Can I peek in to the room?
Mm-hmm.
Can I see the scary monster man?
I will say it has phased like through the bars right before it did the sweep to like very much tell it is in that room attacking. And Chrisana, dodged. Like, you can move up to 2 meters in any direction when you dodge, by the way. Do you want to move towards the door, down a hallway? What do you want? Towards the door?
The door.
All right, yeah. So as you're peeking, you see this thing swinging.
I think she does like a backflip.
Nice. Yeah, you see this thing swinging this big morning star, and Krisanna like backflipping over the morning star and like kind of skids on the ground just a little in front of you and next to the Archmaster.
Okay.
I missed.
Well, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use one of my abilities.
Okay.
Called Hunting Instincts.
Right.
And I'm definitely afraid of this dude, but I'm gonna get this motherfucker. And so I'm gonna spend 3 willpower points, and I can use his ability to designate a creature in sight or a creature I can catch the scent of as my prey. This counts as an action in combat. You can follow the scent of your prey for a full day, and you can spend 1 further will point, not as an action, to gain a boon for an attack against your prey. So I'm just gonna mark him, and I'm just gonna
drop back.
Yes, yeah. I'm gonna get this guy
later.
I'm gonna get him
later,
not now, but I'm gonna get him.
All right. All right. Next up is Moss. What does the Archmaster do?
I'm gonna use Puff of Smoke.
Okay.
Which an impressive puff of smoke erupts in front of you, very popular for dramatic entrances, and can give you a boon to sneaking in certain situations, as determined by the GM.
All right. It does count as an action and costs 1 willpower, but it's a magic trick, so there's no check.
Nope.
So all of a sudden, anybody can try and slide away. So backflip out of the morning star. Wolf peeks his head and just like, later. Just later. And the wizard just goes, smoke bomb.
Wow, what an impressive plume of smoke.
We're running.
Which, to be fair, that all combined feels like a very D&D party of like, we have fucked up.
And that's like, shit, run.
You can still move if you want to back through the door.
Yes.
Okay.
Towards the rope. We're running.
Yeah, out of the antechamber. It still gets 1 action. Oh, and you used your reaction. Okay.
I knew I was only going to be able to block 1. I assumed its first one was going to be harder, so.
Yeah. Oh, we don't know.
I could have dragged.
It's determined.
I assumed.
I rolled a 4, so it was like a middle of the road. It was the bigger one. All right. It's going to do that, and then it's going to turn its eyes, the big old helmeted face, towards our halfling, and the eyes are going to flare again as you unluckily stare directly into its eyes as a wheezing sound is heard from the creature's throat. You get the scared condition automatically, and then make a fear attack at a bane. So roll 3d20, take the highest one versus will.
Smoke bomb thing cover me?
What?
Yeah, it should.
Yeah, it's a demon.
Oh no.
And a 15, which would have failed, or would have succeeded, because it would have met, and a 4.
So you fail the fear check, but instead of it making you run, you drop to your knees.
Fight, flight, or deer mode.
Uh-huh.
Or doe.
So
Fawn.
That one. Freeze, fawn.
Fight.
Reshuffle those cards.
Or just the 2 of us.
Fawn's the worst one.
Technically,
you bake it a cake.
I will say Michael can still react. Everyone except Mary, because Mary's like over at the rope, so she won't see that you're on, like, drop to your knees.
Hi.
Right. First card.
8.
All right. Second card.
2.
Ooh, that's bad.
Yep.
Third card. Is it a 10 again?
No, it's a 5 this time.
Hey. All right. Fourth card.
10.
All right. Fifth card.
3.
All right. So first to act is the white. As you drop to your knees, so the white raises its hand and gestures at the halfling.
Like a sexy gesture.
Like it goes up, it raises its hand, and then just goes. And you get knocked 4d4 meters away.
Oh.
Cool.
And suffer the same amount of damage.
It'll be fine, guys. Everything's be great.
I
All
hate to be
ones.
this person, but Ksana's next to a door.
The door's open.
The
I
door's
didn't
up.
think the door. Oh, it opened.
You
I thought
ran
he
through.
faced
No,
through.
it's between her and the portcullis.
Okay,
It's gonna
got it.
knock
I
her
thought-
through the door you went through.
Okay,
I get it.
thought
You're
she was
thinking the
at
wrong door.
portcullis. Yeah.
Okay. No, I get it. So it's
God.
gonna knock you 8 meters away as the halfling just gets yeeted out into the antechamber.
I
And
hate
you
that you
take
said you needed so
8
much.
8 damage.
7 damage.
Good.
With my 1 armor.
Here's the other thing. And it cannot be dodged.
Well, I already dodged.
It's a new initiative,
Oh, yeah.
but it cannot be dodged. White's done. All right. Technically, all of you are in the antechamber. Bastion, it's your turn.
Ow.
Time to run. Running time. I think it's running time.
Yeah, technically, the halfling would have slid just past where the rope was hanging in the middle of the next room.
Great. I'm gonna run and grab the rope and climb up with my tail between my legs. Literally.
I do think as Christina slides back, she goes, "Oh, hi, Orla."
Yeah, just
How
slides
far
under his
would I
Orlo's
be?
already slightly up the rope. All right. Is anyone else going to encounter this thing unless it gives chase?
I
Okay.
think I learned my lesson.
Okay, cool. I can erase the rest of initiative because it does not follow you through those guarded doors into the antechamber.
Okay.
Cool.
Now, you guys are pretty hurt. That is a 30-foot tunnel. Are you climbing up it and out, or are you making camp down here? Also, who was the one holding the torch? I believe
That was
it.
me.
Oh, okay.
I like fire.
Oh, you did make Gust puff of smoke. I want him to do one quick roll. Okay,
Got
it did not put out the torch. Because whirling in a bunch of air to make the smoke could have potentially done that.
Hey guys, I think you're not supposed to hit that thing.
I gathered as much.
It was really shiny. It was guarding the shiny door, and I was kind of hoping I could just stab it in the back in the right angle, and it would be fine. And it just
Yeah, I almost had him. It was this close.
same, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we could
Reminded
take
of a
him.
crow, but with one difference.
But if we wanted to take a little snack break, that would be cool, right? Yeah, we'll take another snack break.
So main
I
thing,
think we're out of bats.
are you going up the rope or staying down in the antechamber?
If he's not following, is the
Definitely closing
antechamber
that
safer?
door.
Yeah, definitely. Yes, definitely shut that door, and put something big and heavy in front of it.
You did see this thing move through doors.
So put some two big heavy things in front of it.
But we saw it also once we were out of the room. It went away.
Yeah, it very like slowly and menacing, just like it kind of just begoned you because you were the only one left, and then just turned face back through the portcullis and back through the other door across the room.
No, I'm looking at the rules here, and actually the spell is yeet.
I hate that. I hate it. I hate it so much.
You're a halfling, and he just went boom and knocked you 8 times 6 feet. Knocked you 48. He yeeted you. This is the only description that is accurate.
He got you.
That word is a thing. I'm too old for this shit.
I cast power word. Yeet. And just poof.
Uthroda is just it's just the dragon language for yeet. That's all it is.
That's all. All right.
No matter where we're camping, Orla is just in the farthest corner. And normally she's bubbly and happy and making sure everyone's okay. She has made herself teeny tiny small in the corner of the room, flipping out. It's just quiet.
Hey, Orla, are you okay?
No.
Do you want to talk about it?
It just looked a lot like, not the same, but it was just as big as the thing that attacked my village, and I just don't. I wasn't ready.
It's not the thing that attacked your village, though, and we're gonna be prepared next time, and we're gonna be able to.
I don't think we should fight that thing.
We're gonna not fight it. We're gonna be sneaky, like a snake.
I don't even know.
We'll have to
if
duct
we
tape
should be
Baston's
here.
mouth shut a little bit, but
Like,
put a
what
muscle
if
on
it's
Baston.
guarding
Oh,
its
I'm down to
stuff?
make a plan.
What?
This is a burial ground. What if it's just guarding its things?
Yeah.
Oh, this could be a tomb.
It definitely has dead things in it. Yes. I mean, there was mummified people, but there was shiny things that we could get.
But like, also, how many times have we stolen things from people who were guarding their things?
I've
just
done
because
that
this
a
guy's
lot,
dead.
honestly.
Yeah,
Like
I
a
mean,
whole bunch.
I do it every day, all the time. So
Mostly my rations.
This is a D&D
You have
game.
rations?
Colonialism's baked in.
Not anymore.
so-
You ate them all. Here, I saved a bat. But we could be super stealth mode, maybe super sneaky sneak. Okay, no, look, hear me out. There's treasure down here. There has to be.
Can I use my memento to heal my condition of
Yes,
being
you
frightened?
get to do it once per session, but you can. What is your
Well,
memento?
My memento is a blue bottle of perfume because Baston Bloodjaw likes to smell like a fancy boy.
I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy.
Yeah, so I think during the rest, I'm like cleaning my cloak, which is like like a very nice cloak,
Now,
like way too nice for a dog man.
I will note what it does is it lets you heal an additional condition during a stretch rest. So as a stretch rest, you're already going to heal one condition. So unless you have more than one, you can still do it for flavor, but you don't have to use the one time use.
Okay, I got you. Great.
Yeah, I'm gonna heal my scared as well, but I'll pull out the treasure map and be like, look, this C right here, that X, is right there. It marks the spot. It's the spot where the treasure is.
Do we know what the treasure is?
The shiny crown.
Yeah,
Enough that
it's an ancient and valuable crown is said to be in here.
It could buy a
Is that what it
lot
says on
of
the map?
treats.
I mean, that's what you were probably told when you got it.
I was told it was an ancient crown. It could be worth millions, possibly.
Millions?
Maybe.
It could be just
I don't know how money works in this game.
the journey.
Millions of something.
Wow, that could buy like
So many
three
rations.
treats.
It could buy more. It could buy like
A whole
millions
box of Scooby
Like
snacks.
30 treats.
yes, like 30 treats. Only 30.
Wow.
Yeah, I will say you can give me an intelligence check unless you have a skill to possibly have more info about that.
Me?
Sana. Yes.
There's myth and legends.
Yes, myth and legends is perfect.
I'm not very good at it, but hey, I did it. 5 out of 6.
So the crown is supposed to not only be old and valuable, but be a magic item.
Guys, it's a magic old valuable crown.
Does it make fire?
That would be a really bad hat.
That would be a wondrous hat.
Not if it made fire on your head.
Nobody said it made fire on their head. Just it made it fire.
Does it say what kind of, do I know what kind of magic?
You know it's called the demon crown.
It's called the demon crown.
Oh, I think it makes you fail checks.
I'm fine telling you that because it's not a cursed item. So
I'm sure it's fine. I think I need it in my life.
I'll go if you guys are going. Something just doesn't feel right about this, and I can't place it.
Was it the giant silver scary guy who knocked me out of the room really hard and fast?
Well, part of it. But if there's something that big protecting it, it's either incredibly powerful or incredibly dangerous.
Which
And I
means
don't know which one's
incredibly
worse.
valuable.
Which means incredible treats.
Yeah.
And also incredibly
We could
dead.
retire possibly.
I don't know what that is.
It means we don't have to venture anymore for money. We could just do it for fun.
Or not.
We can be more picky.
this guy's weapon damage alone can one-shot all but one of you. If he rolls max.
Why are we going this place?
Because you're adventurers looking
we
for
could be sneaky.
treasure.
And I am aware of his location at all times for the next 24 hours.
That is
so
useful.
we could go around him.
Perhaps.
Which,
Just
since it is
perhaps.
table based, I'll basically just give you a heads up if he's coming.
Next
That's cool.
time we think before we make loud noises.
I can't help to sneeze.
Some of us could help from not stabbing doors.
In my defense, I was this close.
Or stabbing
You
giant
did
monsters.
A wonderful attempt.
In my
But
defense,
it
I thought I
was
could
an
take him.
attempt that maybe should not have happened.
Okay. Am I still a good boy?
Yeah, a wonderful boy.
Okay, that's great. Okay. Yeah, all right, you got it. I can be quiet.
I don't know where this character's going.
Listen. I'm simple. There's not much that I need in this world, but I need food and I need to be told that I am a good boy at all times.
There's a scratch behind his ear.
My leg kind of kicks a little bit.
All right. Are you guys resting for 15 minutes or an actual long rest of 6 hours?
What's the difference again?
So I will pull it up to make sure I am entirely correct. So in 15 minutes, you heal 1d6 hit points and 1d6 willpower, unless someone's like tending to your wounds, and then you heal 2d6. If you heal for a shift, which is 6 hours, it can only take place in a safe location where there's no enemies nearby. The antechamber does qualify. During a shift, you recover all hit points and willpower and heal all conditions. However, if it's interrupted by combat, it does nothing.
I vote a 6 hour.
I need my beauty sleep.
I mean, I could possibly do a 15-minute one if.
I mean, I feel fine.
Because
Yeah.
I think I was the only one that was hurt.
Yeah, I mean, I can lick your wounds again.
I'm still down 3 HP.
I will note
out
this
of
is
11.
This is very old school dungeon crawlery. So the longer you are not doing anything, the more things I roll on to see if the world happens anyways.
Let's do 15 minutes, guys.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, 15 minutes.
I will also just straight up tell you there is a 1 in 6 chance the white appears by the character's camp and attacks them, but disappears as soon as it takes damage.
Oh.
Because it basically just starts. Why am I blanking on his name? Oh,
Jason.
it just starts pulling a Strahd.
Oh yeah.
I'm picturing those ghost things in Stardew that drop the solar things that when you hit them they start over.
I understand this reference.
Okay, Captain America.
Okay, so I rolled 2d6 and I'm fully healed, and I rolled a 6 on my willpower, so I have my full willpower back.
Oh.
Four. Now I'm fully healed, and I'm only down 2 willpower.
Bananas. See, we're good. We're fine. This is nothing.
See, everybody's good. You're all good.
Everything's fine.
It's all good. All right.
There's not enough fire for this to be fine.
All right, so everybody's good? All right.
Yep.
Ready.
Then we head back in. Just past the door are the paths to the left and right, and that guard's post with the portcullis. You saw what happened if you started beating on the portcullis. I guess I should make a note off to the corner of its remaining hit points, just in case.
Are we going left or right?
I want to know if my wizard man knows what the symbol on the door is.
From here, it is pretty obscured.
Gotcha.
But
I did see it though completely. I could
yeah,
possibly describe it or draw it.
hold on. Okay, give me a myths and legends check. Krisana, you would make it normal. Aru or
Aeon.
That's right. Aeon,
Gaelic.
you would
Gaelic's
make
fun.
Aeon, you would make it at a Bane since you didn't see it directly.
Gotcha. So first one is meets it. And what? Second one is a 12 out of 14. So
I fail.
All right. Aeon will realize that what's being described is a stylized image of a crown.
Huh.
How
Do I know anything about this crown?
It's a check to see that the symbols
It's 3 triangles stuck together. I think that's a crown.
Oh, I was thinking it was a mountain. Crown makes way more sense though.
More specifically, it's likely the crown you're looking for.
Yeah, that makes sense. I should have put 2 and 2 together.
As far as like the room, is there any other pathways that we're in? Or is it just like a hallway?
Yeah, you're kind of
we're in?
coming into an area here. I'm going to actually give you guys a map in here. Come on. You're not going to do the thing? Copy image. Oh, there it goes. It was just a big image. Oh, no. You don't need it twice. Fascinating. Riveting entertainment.
This is the stuff, folks. This is the big time.
All right. So the large oval on the left is the antechamber with the 2 statues and the double doors. You go through, you can see where the little guard area with the 2 guys and the portcullis looks in at the table, and then you got hall to the left, hall to the right. It's a very small, very simple area.
This cave is concernedly hairy.
Which direction do the footsteps go?
Which footsteps? Because when you heard a goblin running, you guys were in the antechamber. When it happens, so
Footsteps that came into the room.
Oh, when
that we originally were following.
Okay, I gotcha. That is a very good question. I'm going to quickly double check because I believe I know, but I want to make sure. What's in 6? And which one is 5? All right. They had, if you're going into the left, your guys' image, it would be to the north.
The footsteps go that way. If we want to follow the goblins,
or
if we don't want to follow the goblins, we go that way.
I don't think the goblin made good decisions.
Maybe if we're quiet.
It's possible.
Either's good.
So someone will
flip a
make
coin.
a decision. Should we do a high-low roll if nobody wants to decide?
Here we go.
I'm staying quiet because I'm a good boy.
Should we go left? We should go left.
All right, that's towards the goblins.
I am sneaky.
All right.
Sneaky as the night in the shadows.
Yeah, so give me a sneak check.
I would like to be a little sneaky as well.
All right. Are the 2 of you staying together kind of as a forward front, or what's the move?
I will be up ahead because I also have spot hidden.
Gotcha.
So I'll be keeping an eye out for traps.
I'll be towards the back, like kind of like because I'm an archer, so
yeah,
I want to be a little bit back.
So you're gonna kind of like stay behind everybody, but stay hidden. So if somebody comes up the back, you'll be able to. Okay.
I succeed my sneak.
Roll a d12. Okay.
Do I need to roll a spot hidden to keep an eye out for traps?
Do give me a spot hidden. So, moving forward, Crisano will be the first to come into this area, which is a dark and damp chamber. Dug out burial niches cover the walls from floor to ceiling. Broken skeletons, molded rags, and shards of crushed pottery can be seen all over the place. It's very clear that this crypt has been vandalized by grave robbers. Like, skeletons have been dragged out onto the floor, jars have been crushed, cloths have been slashed. So, since you're aware of where the ladies' hall is, the area you saw with the lady at the table, that's going to help you here. Did you succeed on spot hidden? All right. You're going to notice where you would assume it lines up with the hall is a portcullis. You obviously haven't gone all the way into the room and around, but sharing the wall with you is another portcullis. However, your spot hidden, you hear the sounds of breathing and like this trembling, very afraid breath from one of the sarcophaguses.
Probably one of the goblins. I'm just gonna ignore that, I think. Or I'll just be like, shh. Just shush it. It's whimpering too loudly.
Yeah, so everybody has kind of made their way in. It's very obvious this area has been ransacked. Are you going to signal to them in some way that you hear someone else in here?
Yeah, I'll be like, I'll point to the sarcophagus and then like make like a crying face.
Yes, death is very sad.
No, there's someone in there who's crying.
No, I think it's dead.
No, I can hear it.
You can hear death.
Oh my goodness gracious. I want to do a thing and it's reckless again, and I don't want to do the thing because I keep fucking up.
Okay.
But I like want to just say, no, there's a person in there, alive.
Somebody's been buried alive.
They're hiding, I think.
Well, they're not very good at hiding.
They're not.
No, it would seem they're not.
Well, if they're hiding, then why are we trying to hide from them?
Having hear you
don't
guys,
want
I
to
rolled his stealth to be quiet, and now you hear nothing.
Oh, I think he's dead now. I don't know how I know this.
All right, well,
He's on his own, I guess.
must have been the wind.
I just like pat the sarcophagus. I'm like, good luck, buddy. And then point to the
All right.
Like,
Give
we
me a
all just
persuade check
passed
on
for
that.
luck.
persuade check.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at that. No.
No. Okay.
I got a 6. I needed to beat a 5.
Oof.
All right.
I could push it, but I don't want to.
So again, most of this area has been ransacked. If you go around to the portcullis, you can see through. It's kind of like a side view into the same hall. Table, woman in chainmail. From here, you can see her hands are resting on something, but you can't quite tell what from this distance.
Is this door also rusted?
It is not rusted, but a broken key is stuck in the lock.
Can I use my lockpicks to try to get it out?
If you roll a dragon, yes. Because it says unpickable, but if you roll a dragon, I'll let it happen.
Okay. No, I did not roll a dragon.
Yeah, no, you can't seem to get it.
There's a thing stuck in the thing. Is there a candle in here, guys? Is there a candle?
All right. So you're spending some time trying to get this thing unlocked as well.
I'm just staying in the back, like on watch, basically between the room behind us and the room in front, kind of head on a swivel, kind of more in her stoic fight mode now that shit has hit the fan.
As you guys are doing this, heads on the swivel, you're checking out the portcullis, trying to get the key out. We know you're going to fail because we know the dice, but your character doesn't until they give up. It starts becoming cold till you can see your breath. And that's when translucent figures with twisted faces start coming out of all of the sarcophaguses or sarcophagi. They don't attack you, but they're coming out and they're just wailing and shrieking. I need everyone to make a will check against fear.
And is that just on our like part of our attributes, or is there a special?
It's will. It's just your will.
Okay.
Some of you might have things about fear, like some races and stuff, but
I pass.
The dragon.
Does it, if it ties, do you pass?
You pass.
I pass.
You got a dragon.
Rolled a 19.
Yeah.
Okay. So Orla goes running.
Seems like a theme. It's like, nope, this is
Orla
going to draw the
needs
attention.
therapy.
Fuck that. Nope.
Oh, I forgot about that. I've just been doing the push effect and not rolling on the fear table.
Oh.
Orla, by the time you make it like halfway down, because you actually have paths to run down and stuff, the intense fear leaves you out of breath, making you exhausted.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
Which exhausted is disadvantage on strength checks.
Totally okay with that.
Yeah. I need to remember the fear table's on a separate page from the fear rules, so I forgot about it. But eventually you're going to come to your senses. It is going to take a little bit of time, though. Everybody else seems fine when this happens, and the spirits eventually dissipate again.
Yeah, that dude was way scarier. So,
you know what? I'm actually going to roll to see what the scared little goblin's effect on his fear table is. From one of the sarcophagi, as everything, like the wailing and everything dissipates and starts dying down, one scream doesn't die down as you realize it's not a wail, but a literal just scream of terror still happening in a sarcophagus.
oh, poor guy.
Hear the sound to me. Oh my god! The scream causes everyone who can hear him to make another fear attack.
Goblin?
Yeah. But it's not, he's not technically an ally right now, so I'm not going to have it happen.
Oh.
You wouldn't have to worry. You ran out of the room anyways.
All right. I just didn't know because
Orla
I'm
would be
terrified
fine.
of goblins and orcs. So
True. But Orla got pushed out of the room anyways. All right. What do people do? The screaming eventually dies down as like his own throat just runs out of breath.
Oof.
I'm gonna look for a candle to try to like melt into this key and get it out.
I'm sorry, did you call for fire?
I need wax first.
Start digging in my ears.
Ugh.
Shrek, baby.
If there's enough.
There's certainly not. I actually keep myself very clean, so I'm sorry.
Are there any candles though?
I have the torch you gave me.
No.
I have an extra torch.
The only light coming from the area itself is the torches in the room with the woman kind of bleeding through the portcullises.
If we put enough lit torches under the door, it'll probably melt at some point.
We could just sit here and wait for it to melt.
So there's another route.
Yeah, we could go the other way. There's less screaming goblins, hopefully.
Oh, a literal another route.
Okay, to the right.
Okay. Leaving the screaming goblin be not directly interacting.
I guess one more time I'll just be like, hey, we're technically on your side, I think, but if you want to get out of here, we're heading the opposite direction.
All right, yeah, give me a persuade check.
I'm not good at this. No, I got a 19.
Ooh, real bad.
That's not good.
No, he doesn't like. My voice is probably like, I mean, if you wanna, it's just
Yes,
you're probably gonna die either way, right? Like, it's whatever.
All right, so he's gonna stay trying to hide because he'll run when he can, but there's 3 of you in the room and one of you's a giant wolf man.
Does he know that though?
He's peaked. He's at least seen lots of fur and big thing with armor. All right. So doubling back. That actually
Grabs Orla as we start heading to the right.
Yeah. Do you guys catch back up with Orla? Orla's like by the front door, just like, oh God. The whole rest of the group. Come on, Orla.
I have to go to the restroom really quick, but can I roll to sneak ahead and look for traps?
Yep.
Sneak ahead is a success. Also is spot hidden.
All right.
But I'll be right back.
So it's also been some time. So I got to roll a D12 since you guys are going to be moving somewhat slow. Let me check the table. Oh, cool. 7 plus nothing happens. And I rolled a 7. So.
Ooh.
We are in luck. Also, Dan, I have read through this, but yeah, we're running through the adventure. They haven't seen any of it, so I'll read it to them as we go. We're doing a quick start. It's a first look. I have a gnat in here. It's a first look at Dragonbane. All right. So
I like this.
It's a fun system.
Yeah. It's easy.
I love that. I mean, we're also kind of vamping a little while Nikki's going to the bathroom. I really love that they took the design from Alien and applied it to a fantasy game. The like tables for what the monsters do.
That's cool.
It makes running monsters so much easier.
Oh yeah, this seems like a very user-friendly experience.
There's kind of more to the rules with the full rules. I do have that PDF. as well, which again, I'm waiting to hear back from Free League. We might be doing a bigger game because we have some open slots on the back half of the year on this channel.
Hell yeah.
Because Weird Web ends in September and then it's done. Like, we're only doing 5 seasons. When season 5 ends, it's over.
Damn.
That's upsetting.
Well, we are already talking. This one's far in the future for the specifically lore of Weird Web fans with all the Arthurian stuff. Is City of Mist is actively, and we have a good relationship with Son of Oak Games, but they're actively putting out a cyberpunk game using the City of Mist rules. And we've established in Weird Web that the knights and their reincarnations are cyclical. So in about a year, I want to essentially do Arthur 3 or Pendragon 3000, where we do a cyberpunk King Arthur and Knights of the Round Table game. Because that's going to be fucking cool.
Yes, please.
Oh, yeah.
I came back at the right time for that conversation.
Yeah. And it'll fall back in to, you know, the nature of things. People can play the same knights they were, or they can play different knights. I will say the one thing is you won't be able to, because part of that deal that happened was Uther is losing his reincarnations because of the deal with Oberon. So it's going to be Pendragon 3000. It's the knights without Arthur.
Damn.
In a cyberpunk setting.
Damn.
I had a
We have to make up a
dystopian
mechanical
Sailor
Arthur.
Moon that went like that.
Yeah.
We have to make a mecha Arthur.
Mecha Arthur. Holy shit. With like a lightsaber for fucking Excalibur. Mega Arthur.
Just picturing Barry from the Dimension 20.
Utility technological helper robot. Uther.
Yes.
Yeah. Or utilitarian technological helper robot. Uther.
Yes.
It's just it's going to be as clunky as possible.
I'm picturing like Proxy from the Star Wars The Force Unleashed.
I'm sorry. The second I think of intelligent robot, my brain always just goes to Metalhead from Ninja Turtles cartoon.
Oh, nice. Nice.
I'm not going to have it sleek at all.
It's fair.
But now that Nikki's back, we can handle this because I'm going to go ahead of everybody in Scout, but I won't be here, so like I can't give descriptions to the Scout. And Nikki's muted right now because somebody's talking to her, but she can hear us. So there is a dark chamber with a packed dirt floor. You may be noticing a theme here. However, 7 simple sarcophagi of stone are lined along the walls. Several of them are open, and 2 skeletons have been thrown onto the ground. 3 of the 7 sarcophagi have been opened and plundered, very obviously vandalized, but that leaves 4 that haven't been yet. The spot hidden is now it does say like, you know, classic D&D, but you didn't think to do that. You're supposed to be checking the floors in general. We're taking it easy on this. Because we're making a spot hidden. The layer of earth in front of the barren portcullis. Okay, there's a trap door in front of the portcullis heading to the ladies' hall.
So she'll be like, wait. There's a trap. Hold on. Let me see if I can disable it.
What's up?
I don't know. Can I disable the trap? I don't know.
So the thing is it's literally just a trap door that isn't secure enough to handle a lot of weight. So you can just step around it.
Oh, okay.
Or you could put something secure on top of it, but like disabling it's just putting a better floor right there. However, you know it's there, so it's also not going to catch you off guard and deal 3d6 piercing damage as you fall into essentially a punji pit.
I know a couple of flooring guys. I could go get them. bring them down here, they could take care of this.
They do real good work. They're a bunch of good boys. Bit's not going to get old.
Yeah.
At all. Okay. Mary's still here, just medicine stuff. All right. But you can look at the portcullis. Since you know about the trapdoor, we're just going to say you can avoid it. It's nothing too major. Knowing to try and spot hidden and be wary of it's kind of the whole main thing of that. But you can look at the portcullis. There is also the unopened sarcophagi.
That might have shinies in them.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Maybe there's an unopened, unbroken key.
Do we open them?
I think we open them. I think we open them.
All right.
What if they come alive and attack us?
I'm already opening one.
Okay.
All right, open it. All right. 4 individually buried skeletons, several of them child-sized.
Oh.
Upsetting.
Dressed in moldered remnants of beautiful ceremonial garments. They all wear gilded headbands worth about 5 gold each, as well as jeweled rings worth 3 gold apiece.
All right.
Hold on. I have to roll and see if I have a conscience. What would that fall under? Will?
Roll for
probably
morality.
will. Honestly, probably
okay,
will.
she doesn't steal from dead children, evidently.
Yeah.
So
yeah, because it's
willpower.
So yeah.
She's like, okay, maybe not these ones. Let's just close these back up and let them rest.
Yeah. Well, wait. The rings, though, are they on the children or are they on the adult people?
I think they're all on the children.
No, it was several of them child-sized.
Oh.
So that's
okay.
3. I'll put 3 as several because it's not all of them and it's 4 and it's more than a couple. So 3 of them are kids, 1's an adult.
I steal from the adult.
Yeah, that's a gold headband. And you know what? I'm going to roll to see how many rings he's wearing.
I would like to wear the headband on my wrist.
He is wearing 10 rings.
All the rings.
I've seen this movie.
You've seen this what?
Bastion gets the headband and I steal all 10 rings.
Yeah, so it's a 5 gold headband and 30 gold worth of rings.
Nice.
Because each ring's worth 3 gold.
What's a movie? Does that have to do with cows?
So
what are you talking about? I didn't say
another
anything.
15-minute segment here, so I'm going to roll. Hey, we rolled 7 or higher again. Finally, this is your lucky room. This is the room. I'm rolling on a D12. 7 or higher, nothing happens. These are the first 2 rolls where nothing happens. Yeah, 50-50. And like your first random roll was the Wraith showing up. So
is the door locked?
So looking at the portcullis, kind of having to make sure you don't step into that trap door. It's an iron portcullis. It is locked, but there is an intact keyhole with nothing jammed inside of it.
I'm gonna pick it.
All right, that's a sleight of hand roll.
That's a 4 with a 14 to as my number.
All right. Since you don't have the key, this is at a bane. So I need one.
I do have a
more roll.
lockpick, though.
Yeah. There's even with a key, you have to make a sleight of hand roll because everything's so delicate and nearly broken.
That's a 14, which is what my number is.
Oh, so you just barely crack this thing. But you do.
Hold on. No, not that way. It's shaking. Hold on. Other way.
Yeah.
Got it.
So it cracks. You're going to have to like inform everyone to like where the trap door is so they don't step on it.
Yeah, I point.
Unless you really hate one of them and don't tell them.
No, I tell them all. I don't hate any of them. I mean, we have a puppy, a scaredy cat, and an old man who likes fire. Like, what's could go wrong?
Yeah, what's not to
what
like?
could possibly go wrong?
I'm the
All
bad one here, honestly.
So, looking in, I'm going to read the same description. But a small room with an oak table in the middle and burning torches on the walls. A mummified woman in gilded chainmail is sitting on the far end of a table. An iron-fitted oak door behind the mummy bears an ancient symbol in glittering silver. The symbol is that of a crown. So you can look.
Can we see what she's holding from here?
Yeah. You're going to have to kind of get closer to her.
That's fine. I'll sneak ahead.
But as you kind of creep close, the mummified woman's claw-like hands rest on a magnificent light warhammer set with jewels.
That sounds expensive.
It does.
Do you guys see the shiny warhammer thing? Think we could take it?
I would like to use it. I would like to bash heads.
You want to go touch it? Do you want to touch it?
I want to touch it.
You want to touch it?
I want to touch it.
All right. As you go up to touch it, the mummified woman who's been standing there or sitting there. A sec, I want to double check. For a moment, it looks as if she turns her head towards you, but you realize her head itself is still there, but a ghostly overlay of her face turns, looking at you. She stands away from the body, the warhammer coming with her. The glistening armor on the body kind of moving with her, leaving this like mummified body like kind of dangling inside the ghost, which is very awkward.
Oh.
And she, with her hand that isn't holding the warhammer, points to the portcullis where the exit's on the other side of and says something in an ancient language. It will need a successful languages roll to know this, though.
That's not me.
I want to do it. A 2 out of 14.
On the name of the Dragon Knight, leave now in peace, and you will be spared.
She says if we go now, we won't die.
Oh.
In the name of the Dragon Knight.
I like not dying.
You did get some treasure already.
It is a compelling argument.
This is why you can steal from bad people that are trying to hurt you, is what my papa always said. But you can't steal from dead people that just happen to die.
Oh, I mean, all right, yeah, I guess that's all right. Well,
quickest D&D adventure ever. We respect your wishes, and we are leaving.
Yeah. Thank you very much for your hospitality.
It's great. The bats were delicious. Time to go.
Is there any way we could consider that we are like one of us is blood related? And...
So, unlike other monsters, ghosts can be persuaded, albeit with a bane on the roll.
I don't want to do it. I'm just like, hey, anyone want to pretend to be their blood related relative so that they should get the thing and it's the rite of passage. And
I don't think anybody in my family is a mummy.
I'm not really good at talking to people. I get nervous. So
The social character was the duck, by the way.
is it really?
I think so, actually.
Of course.
What's the highest persuasion? I have a 5.
Oh,
Who's got the highest
5?
charisma?
I have a 5.
Oof.
Wait,
All right,
persuasion?
his persuasion.
I have a 6.
The duck, Makander of Half Bay, had a 12.
Oh wait, no, persuasion. I have a 12.
Oh,
I was
so
reading
you
performance.
can actually like talk to people.
Do you wanna
Oh,
pretend
the
one of us
duck
are-
also had a 12 performance. He was just.
You want to try to convince him because you speak the language, evidently.
I mean, that's whether or not the Archmaster wants to be like that.
The Archmaster wants to. The moss does not know how to.
What do you want to try and convince the lady of?
That one of us is blood related and yeah, that's what I'm saying out of character.
I mean, obviously she's speaking a different language. This is actually kind of perfect because the one that can speak the language is Moss's character.
Well, there's not deception, so I guess that doesn't.
No, it's fine.
I
It's
can lie
persuasion.
with the persuasion.
Yep.
Who wants
Honestly,
to be baby?
deception is just persuading someone into a lie.
Who would like to be baby?
I'm a baby.
Do we
Wish to
think
be
the
baby.
wolfkin should be the blood relative?
Question.
Yes.
Is this like from culture speaking? Is she wearing like elven regalia? Like what type
So
of like,
they don't have like very elven ears or anything. There is an image of her as a ghost, but an image of her. But we have seen in a lot of this like fine cloths and jewelry and all of this, for lack of a better word, fanciness.
I see. Now, are we sure that the blood relative, like vision quest thing, is the best way to go, or could we try to confuse them? Could you take a page out of the duck's book, walk up to this lemonade stand, and say to the man running the stand, "Hey, got any grapes?"
God damn it, Michael. I haven't thought about that video for so long.
I have no idea what's happening.
And it just walked up to the lemonade.
That's Baston's pep talk.
I mean,
good.
we could say that Awen is that's the relative.
Oh yeah, that works.
You're human
Yes.
and speak the
Yes.
language.
You're baby.
Yeah.
I am baby.
He's just gonna turn towards the ghost and in the language go, "I am baby."
Mother.
Yeah, give me a persuade check. You have a bane on it. However, we haven't used this mechanic. And since it did literally break Mary with Michael's pep talk, I will, even though it shouldn't, I will let it count as a help. So what help does is if someone is actually capable and knowledgeable enough to help, they can give a boon, but only one person can help. So the boon will cancel out the bane, giving you a flat roll. So you just
I'm the
roll
only
one.
one with charisma, though.
Yes, I'm saying Michael's thing about the grapes counts.
Oh, got it.
Because
Sorry.
I'm showcasing a mechanic because we might not have another chance to showcase the mechanic and discussing the rules.
Well, I've gotten a 9.
And you were a 12, so you succeed.
Oh my god.
Mommy?
Ken.
Mommy.
You may not disturb my husband, for that is my duty to protect his burial, but... And she goes to one knee and offers the hammer. I will meet you halfway. You keep pushing past, you're going to have to face her, but she will offer the hammer.
I take it and said, thank you, Mommy. I always wanted this.
So, Fiend Crusher is a 2d6 warhammer with a durability of 15 and glows red whenever you're within 10 meters of a demon.
I am so glad I suggested that. That was amazing.
That is great.
I want it.
Did we get the crown we were coming for? No. Did we get a magic hammer? Fuck yeah.
Big magic hammer.
So
it's a light warhammer. So it's like a small warhammer that deals 2d6.
Whoa.
So
it's magic.
So is that a no to the crown?
Daddy's sleeping.
The commitment is next level.
Tell them you need the crown though to prove that you are the royal heir.
Daddy's sleepy.
She can get it.
I've just been reunited with my mommy and daddy.
We have 9 minutes of showtime left.
And all you care about is a crown.
Yeah. Congrats to your mother's mom, but I want the crown. Can you please just like maybe say something like
Can I steer our small friend
Yes.
out of the room?
No. That is not why I know. Just tell her you needed to prove that you're like the
Bye, Mommy. I'll never forget you.
What about a flower crown? I can make one of those.
I can't sell a flower crown for millions.
You make a flower crown.
First
for
of all, you're
my mommy.
assuming millions. This is a world where you're wealthy off of hundreds. But
I know.
Bobby, what skill would I use if I wanted to, let's say, like take a look at this thing and appraise it?
So that would be, I'm just going to pull up the skill list. That would probably be crafting.
All right, I'm gonna
bartering.
There is bartering. Yeah, bartering or crafting, or
Okay.
myth and legend. I'd let any of them.
Okay,
be.
I'm gonna
Like,
give this a shot. We're gonna see what happens here. Wow, unbelievable. Damn, I had a whole bit planned for if I failed, but I succeeded. I got a 2.
Right. Amazing. I'm now having to open up the real book because there is nothing about they're magic items. They don't have like the value is whatever you can get for them because people will kill each other for these. All right, hold on.
I have an idea. If people will kill each other for these, we have a fight and the winner gets to keep it. But everybody places bets and we keep 50% of all the bets and you have to have an entry fee. And the entry fee is like 100 gold.
Here's the thing, though. We need to be able to protect it after we've announced that we have it.
Okay, I have an alternative plan. We leave and spend the last 8 minutes of showtime on a beach sipping tropical drinks out of coconuts.
I mean, that is not a bad idea. Magic items, page 59. All right.
I do not have the teleport spell, if that exists.
We could buy a teleport spell with the hammer.
This is an heirloom of my family.
Fuck.
All right. So here's what we're gonna roughly figure out. A circlet of silver was worth like 5 gold. This is an entire light warhammer of silver, but studded with jewels. I'm going to roll 2d6. And that is roughly how many hundreds of gold this warhammer alone could fairly easily net you. I'm going to re-roll because it was snake eyes, and that's a dick move. But I re-rolled, and it's a 10, so you could pretty easily fence this for 1,000 gold without a lot of effort.
Okay. If there's anything in this world that I know, it is the value of good weaponry. Now, listen, my friends. We sell this hammer for 1,000 gold pieces. There's 4 of us. We each walk away with 2,000 gold pieces. So.
I'm sorry. What?
I think it's 2,500.
We each walk away with 2,500 gold pieces.
250.
250,000 gold pieces.
250 decimal.
What is
I'll
that?
put it to you this way. A bodyguard, like a private bodyguard, makes 2 gold per day.
I'm saying, let's go to Belize.
Or make it last 6 months.
Way less fun. So Orlo's steering Chrisana out, which is the only thing that was, I think.
Which, to be fair, you're also a
thinking.
halfling, so it's kind of like just picking up the back of your armor and walking.
Her legs are kicking and she's not happy.
Yeah. Go, leave. I did roll in case of another random encounter, because you guys, every 15 minutes, I got to roll for one. Nothing happened. You're in luck. The Wraith did not come back. But yeah, we can say you pass this. Actually, one second, because some of you are very well versed.
I'm sorry, I just had like PTSD flashbacks because actually is like the rules lawyer statement.
Yep.
Yeah. No, this is actually I can do something better for you.
Oh, okay. Oh, Jesus.
What was the skill you succeeded on for knowing about the hammer so far? Which of the skills?
I used foolishly. I could have failed. No, I couldn't have. I used crafting.
Okay. So you just know of the work of this. You could easily get 1,000. Like, and that's our wolfman who's not well educated. Like, I could get 1,000 gold for this. So I will then say, because myth and legend and bartering can all do good things. Does someone want to do a myth and legend to figure out who the rightful heir of this would be? Because they would be much more likely to pay even more for it.
I want to do that.
All right. Like, find some nobleman descendants that.
That's a 4 out of 14.
Oh, yeah, you're doing real well. So we're going to bump that 1,000 to 10,000.
It was 2,500.
Now, but here's the thing. Now it can go up or down. If you're going to do that, we need a bartering check from somebody.
Noted.
I have a 5 in barter.
I only have a 5, so I'm no help here.
Anybody higher than a 6?
I have a 4, and I'm clearly the best option for this.
Okay. I guess I'm bartering.
Can I help in some way? By helping with the bluff?
Or do you have a really good deception or bluff?
I have a 10 in bluffing.
Okay. It's kind of good. Actually, I believe with what your charisma is, that's trained. So I'll say yes to do the boon. We're in the final minutes. Let's make this count.
Well, 11. That wouldn't have gotten it. 2. No, that's a 12. Never mind.
12. Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't terribly fail, but you're like, we could probably get like 10,000 for this. Like if we get to this guy, it goes back and forth, and it's one of those things where it's kind of like wait, how did you legally obtain this?
How does the pushing work?
Oh yeah, you can push. So if you were to push, which this is at the end, you would get a reroll. And with charisma, you would become disheartened. But
after the reroll?
Yeah, immediately after the reroll, you suffer the condition.
So one more d20 chance?
But yeah, if you have a bane, you have to reroll all the dice. If you have a boon, you get to reroll all the dice.
Oh, so 2 more dice.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. 15, that wasn't it? Come on. 2!
Nice.
An actual
All
2
right.
this time.
So that 10,000 has become 20,000.
Yes.
Everybody makes 5 grand. Or I should say, it'll be 10,000 and land.
Better.
So 10,000 and a plot of land where you can build a keep. Or have
So we're
essentially
all
have a
alive.
barony.
And we're barons.
Yep.
The entire time we are retired, Chrisanna is bitching that they didn't get the crowns. Like, we're so close to that crown, though. So close.
But we may come back at this for a full size campaign because the full rules are even cooler.
I would love
some
to make
fun
a
shit.
Darkwing Duck character.
Yeah.
I want to play medieval Darkwing Duck.
Oops, all quacks. Everybody plays ducks.
Oops, all quacks.
All right. But yeah, as the 2 reasonable people are like, no. But thank you everybody for hanging out. This has been Dragonbane. It is currently available on PDF. In August, the physical product should be dropping by Free League Publishing, friend of the channel. And if you enjoyed us for any reason, I'm not sure why, I'm sorry. But on Tuesdays, we are currently having our Portland by Night, which is going along better than anticipated. This coming Friday, so a week from today, will be the finale of Taylor's Cyberpunk game, and the week after that, Weird Web Season 5, the final season, begins, where everything has changed. But until then, thank